Before we take a deep dive into this topic, it should be noted right off the bat that a cat will never A. limp without a reason, and B. just because a cat is not displaying signs of pain doesn't mean the cat is not in pain. Felines have a wonderful way of masking discomfort. It's almost an art form. Viewed as a sign of weakness, cats will mask pain for as long as possible in order to maintain a level of strength as it relates to outward appearance. In the wild, cats maintain this posture in an effort to appear strong to potential predators. Because this behavior is ingrained, your cat would likely put on a brave face for as long as possible. It's wired to do so. Now that we've got the foundation covered, let's explore several notable reasons as to why your cat could be limping, as well as some subtle signs that all is not well with your feline. Before we begin, I'd like to personally thank you for watching this content and taking a few minutes out of your day to spend them with us. It is certainly appreciated. Now, let's get started. Before we cover several potential issues that could be the core reason for your cat's limp, let's give you a heads up with respect to warning signs. Symptoms that can alert you that your cat's limp could be rooted in something more serious. Although cats aren't quick to display weakness, as we've noted, you have a peek behind the curtain when it comes to your cat's health. The longer you've owned your feline, the easier it becomes to know when something is just not quite right. This will work to your favor, as behavioral signs can serve to let you know if and when your cat needs professional medical attention for its limp. Here are just a few symptoms that you can be mindful of. Hiding, more specifically hiding in some rather untraveled areas of your home, places your cat wouldn't normally go. Aggression, seemingly out of nowhere. The refusal of physical contact. Hesitant to move or walk, thus revealing the limp. Lack of grooming, likely due to immobility and pain. Hunched posture, inability to stand properly due to pain. And finally, lack of appetite. Any of these symptoms, especially in clusters, can be a warning flag that immediate action needs to be taken. Write down your cat's symptoms as you notice them. This can help your vet grasp an immediate understanding of the severity of the condition, even before a diagnosis has been made. Transitioning to our discussion of potential causes, let's begin with arthritis. Senior cats often fall victim to this debilitating ailment. The slowing down of physical activity, difficulty walking, difficulty sitting, difficulty grooming, etc. These are all signs of arthritis and joint stiffness. The symptoms are not unlike those of an elderly person. When the condition reaches crisis levels, your cat can become completely isolated in your home and unable to maneuver at all. Please check out our detailed article on this specific subject matter at seniorcatwellness.com for tips and information as to how you can comfort and provide for your feline during this time. If you're currently watching this video off-site, please click the initial link in the description box below. Said link will take you to our in-depth article. Another reason for your cat's limp could involve a broken bone. High-impact injuries are often the culprit, usually a fall or jump from a tree or the roof. Is your cat's leg hanging a bit loose? Is your feline suffering from rapid breathing or signs of shock? What about severe swelling around the leg? If yes is the answer to most of or all of these questions, then your cat could be suffering from a broken leg or foot. While a broken bone can heal naturally, it is certainly not safe or wise. Misalignment could be the result, which could only prolong the limp and increase the pain. If you feel that your cat has sustained a broken bone, then an x-ray is imperative. The sooner, the better. In addition to a broken bone within your cat's leg or foot, nerve damage and soft tissue injuries can also play a factor, either jointly or independently. High-impact injuries can trigger a series of negative events. Speaking on nerve damage specifically, injuries to your cat's spine can lead to leg paralysis. While on the surface it could appear that your cat has a leg injury, the main issue is within the spine. It is for this reason that your cat's limp could be a litany of things, some of which are the byproduct of other injuries that have little to do with the leg itself. This is all the more reason as to why professional medical attention is needed as soon as possible. Nerve damage can impact your cat's quality of life for the rest of its life if the core issue is not rectified in a timely manner. In addition to the aforementioned nerve damage and soft tissue injuries, other causes for your cat's limp could involve paw issues, particularly the paw pads, Conditions such as feline plasma cell popodermatitis, also known as pillowfoot, in addition to bites, stings, and foreign objects becoming lodged in the paw or the foot. Overgrown claws are also a cause for your cat to limp. This is more notable in senior cats. If your cat's nails aren't trimmed on a routine basis, they can slowly affect your feline's gait in a negative way and become a source of pain. Diabetes, bacterial infections, and fungal infections can also play a negative role in your cat's ability to walk. Diabetic neuropathy can cause your feline to lose some sensation in the feet and foot pads due to varying degrees of nerve damage. For detailed information on these issues, as well as feline calicivirus, cat scratch disease, valley fever, parasites, heartworm, musculoskeletal issues, fibrotic myopathy, and more, I'd like to once again direct you to our excellent article over at seniorcatwellness.com. The material is extremely thorough and dissects each of these ailments and conditions at length. As noted earlier, if you're watching this video off-site and would like to get in on the goods as it relates to this material, please click the initial link in the description box below that is available to you. It's paramount to know there is not a one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to your cat's limping concern. It could be something very minor, but it could also be a sign of something extremely serious, something that has nothing to do with the leg itself, but rather a larger issue that has affected the leg. We should also point out that your cat's medical history is extremely important. Does your cat have any pre-existing issues? How old is your cat? All of this information is key, as it can play a major role when it comes to not only identifying the issue, but also potentially eliminating other factors. And on that note, it's time to close things out for the video portion of this subject. Once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us today and taking a few minutes out of your busy day to engage our content. It is very much appreciated. And until our paths cross again, and I certainly hope they do, please have a wonderful day. All the best to you and yours, and we'll talk to you later.